What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? Hope each and every one of you are doing fantastic today. And welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and becoming a lasting scent memory. Oh, it's time for another weekly rotation. Another one down. Another one in the books. But I do have a problem. I have an issue. And that issue being, well, as you can tell, I'm in a different location. You love the shirt? Yeah. Dabbing Santa, ho ho ho. I did not bring all the fragrances that I wore this week, unfortunately. That sucks, but that's okay, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post up what fragrances I did not bring with me up right over here. If you hear some jingling going around, I am dog sitting and I've got a bunch of dogs that are just walking around trying to get my attention. But it was a great week in fragrances for me. I went with a lot of indie brands, a couple new releases, but all in all, it was a great week in fragrances. So without further ado, right, Leela? Let's get into this week's Whiffs of the Week. So Monday, it was a quite rainy day. It was quite dreary. So me and my pup, we were lazy. We just hung out at the house. And so this is what I rocked right here. Yeah, that's my dog Brutus. He's just sitting there hanging out, letting me take pictures of him with a fragrance bottle on his butt. Truly a champ, though. All right, so Bois bottled oud, man. What else can I say about it? It's Bois bottled. You got your apple, you got your citruses up top, you got some spices, some cinnamon. You get that kind of, baked apple pie, and then you throw oud in it. It takes the original Bois bottle and makes it a little bit more mysterious, a little bit more funky and animalic and sexy, in my opinion. Adds a little maturity, if you will, to the fragrance. I get decent longevity out of it. Not a huge projector, but it's a really good fragrance. In fact, I'm gonna have to say that I enjoy it better than Bois bottled original. For the price you can get Bois bottled oud, I got mine at FragranceBuy.ca, 100 ml bottle for less than 60 bucks. 100% worth it. But all day that day, I was just hanging out, chilling, being a little mysterious, rocking Bois bottled oud. So Tuesday, I was actually rocking one that I don't have with me either. I wore one that a YouTuber made me get. That's right, Michelle over at Curly Fragrance. She made me do it, and I got this bad boy. Alexandria 2 from Xerjoff. Awesome fragrance. Straight up awesome fragrance. If you have not checked out that episode, not only do I talk about Alexandria 2, I'll leave a card right here for you, but I also give you a few other options that are more affordable to get you kind of smelling the same way, not exactly, but almost there. You get woods, you get spices, you get this nice apple up top, you get some cinnamon in it. Nice lavender note, also has some lily of the valley that I actually thought was jasmine, which those two, man, they're like yin and yang. Two peas in a pod, sometimes they emulate each other. Great fragrance, long-lasting fragrance, stupid expensive. There are some other options out there, but if you want some more affordable options, go check out that episode. But I was smelling like the king of Alexandria all day on Tuesday, rocking Xerjoff Alexandria 2. All right, on Wednesday, I wore a brand new one. Another fragrance I did not bring with me, but it's a new one from Sugarparfums. I've done my episode on it. I'll leave a card right here so you can go check that out, but it's the new one. It's 30 or XXX. Leave a picture right here for you. Fantastic oud fragrance. Suga is doing some really, really special things over there, and I am loving each and every one that I've got my nose on, that I've picked up. It reminds me of like a spice buttered rum, because you have this rum in there. You have some spices flowing through it, though it doesn't have any spices in the actual note breakdown. It does have butter in the note breakdown, which kind of blew my mind because it is nice and buttery. You get this nice woody sweet oud. It's got a little bit of funk to it, a little bit of that nice animalic funk to it. It creates this nice and sexy, mysterious, and also beastly fragrance. I get great longevity out of that bad boy. I also get a little bit of this like fig, orange, raspberry, and ginger quality to it, like frog jam. I don't know if you've ever tried frog jam, but leave me a comment down below if you have. There was a jam that I discovered when I was living in Asheville, North Carolina, and this fragrance right off the bat reminds me of frog jam. It's a phenomenal fragrance. Nobody's talking about Sugarparfums, but this guy is. And coming 2022 and coming up this week, I'm gonna let you know more about Sugarparfums. James Barry, who's also a fellow YouTuber, Mr. Niche Guy, does a phenomenal job, and he's doing an even better job with his fragrances. I was smelling great getting all my work done wearing Suga XXX or 30. All right, and so for Thursday, I rocked, that's right, I just put my episode out yesterday for Arizona Sunset from Icon des Parfums. This is a very simple Simple note breakdown. But if you want to know more about it, I'll leave a card right here for you. 3 notes: coffee, cigarette, shea butter. That's all you really need to know about this fragrance. There is more to it than that, but those are the 3 accords, the 3 notes, 3 ingredients that really shine in this fragrance. This is a coffee gourmand, an awesome coffee gourmand. Colombian coffee. You have this kind of stale, ashy cigarette in there. Don't get me wrong, the cigarette is in there, but trust me, it's not overpowering, it's not overbearing, it's blended very well with the coffee, and then that sweet, creamy, and buttery shea butter. You get a little nuttiness to it, you get a nice sweetness, and then it dries down nice and woody. Great fragrance. I get decent longevity from it, but for $39.95 for any of the Icon des Parfums, totally worth it, 100%. If you have not yet, go check out Icon des Parfums. I'll leave a link in the description. Go check them out, see what they're all about. Find out for yourself. You can get yourself a discovery set too, and they're stupid cheap. So all day I was smelling scrumdiddlyumptious, rocking Icon des Parfums, Arizona Sunset. All right, and now we're on to Friday. And Friday, I wore a fragrance that I also forgot to bring. I rocked Rhythm from the Rhythm and Pulse series from City Rhythm. But I also layered it with a secret concoction that I'm not allowed to talk to you guys about. That's right. Rhythm and Pulse from City Rhythm are great fragrances. They're really awesome freshies. They're bright, they're citrusy, they're long-lasting, attention-getting freshies. I'm just not a huge freshies fan, so they're not really my jam. They're really, really stinking good. But when I layer this secret concoction that I can't talk to you about on top of them, oh my God. That's all I can say is, oh my God. Check out City Rhythm fragrances because Niles over there is doing some fantastic work, and I'm really excited to see the future for City Rhythm. And keep your ear to the ground because this secret concoction, this magical, mystical scented spray should be out soon. So all day that day, I was rocking Rhythm, layered with something I can't tell you about. All right, so on Saturday, I did not actually post an Instagram post because I was so busy, so I didn't get my scent of the day posted, but that's okay. I'm gonna tell you what I rocked. I rocked, again, another City Rhythm, and I rocked Manhattan. I love this fragrance. Tobacco, tea, citruses, a really nice woodiness and beautiful aromatics. Very long-lasting fragrance. Not a beast mode in projection whatsoever, but what it does it perfectly. You have this nice spiciness flowing through it as well. This is a beautiful blue fragrance, if you couldn't tell by the juice. This is what I would consider an awesome signature scent. It's quite transportive, and that's one reason I enjoy it so much, because it does remind me strolling around Manhattan at midnight, or at least at dark. I don't go out past midnight anymore. Too old for that shit. But City Rhythm Manhattan, fantastic fragrance. 50% oil concentration. If you have not checked out City Rhythm fragrances yet, do yourself a favor. Go to the description down below. Check them out. You can get samples of all of City Rhythm's lineup. Go check them out. Niles is a great dude. All of his fragrances are fantastic. So all day Saturday, I was smelling fantastic, rocking City Rhythm Manhattan. All right, for Sunday, yesterday, I rocked a brand new one to my arsenal, to my collection. Another indie niche brand that is freaking spectacular, and I'm so glad that I have got my nose on her fragrances. Emily over at Shelter and Perfume. I don't know if you can see that. There you go, Shelter and Perfume. And the one I rocked, In the Vineyard. This is another transportive fragrance. And that's one thing I love about indie brands. They can do whatever the hell they want with their fragrances. And this one right here takes me back to when I lived in Salem, Oregon. Though it actually takes me back to going to the Willamette Valley later in my life and going to the Willamette Valley Winery. This is beautiful. You get some nice fruits up top. I think it's raspberry, some pear. So you get this nice fruitiness. And that segues into like this dewy, damp, viney, grassy accord. Not exactly sure how she's creating that. Maybe with some florals, some really nice clean vetiver, because there's definitely vetiver in this, I do believe. You have these really nice white woods, some nice musks in this. This is phenomenal. It reminds me of walking up and down the aisles in the vineyards, smelling the grapes as they're ripening in the sun. Then you also have this nice dewy wateriness to it. It's gorgeous, very long lasting on my skin, very transportive. And Shelter and Perfume are based out of Oregon, which is one of my favorite states. It was one of my favorite states to live in. Everything's bigger, greener, and brighter in Oregon. It's phenomenal. Brighter as in the leaves. It does rain like 360 days out of the year, but you know, who's counting? Do yourself a favor, guys. I will leave Shelter and Perfume linked in the description down below. Go check them out. You can get yourself samples, you can get yourselves 10 mLs just like this, but definitely worth a whiff and sniff. All right, guys, that is it. That is week number 20 of my whiffs of the week. And now the countdown begins because there's only one more weekend left of this year for my whiffs of the week. But don't worry, 2022, the saga will continue. We will continue the whiffs of the week. I appreciate all your love and support, guys. Let me know in the comments down below, what were you rocking this week? If you catch a wild hair, leave me your entire weekly rotation. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's episode, then do me a favor. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.